Why are you showing me how to create a resume? You need to be showing me how to open my own business so I won't have to create no resume to show nobody. Okay, hi you guys. The camera is like this because my closure is not the fleek right now, like it's coming up. So yeah, I'll be like this the whole video. But anyway, so I'm going to start my hair talk series. If you follow me on social media, I told you guys that I had 10 topics that were requested that people really want me to talk about. Like, I created this channel in efforts to showcase like kind of like the personal side, like me, my challenges, my pranks, how goofy I am, but somehow everything just always falls back to hair. So I guess so I listed 10 topics in no particular order, like I said on my social media, but I'm not gonna do them in the order that I posted. I just feel like whichever one I feel like talking today. And before I start the video, you know I gotta promo my hair. I'm so ratchet, bro. But okay, come on, closure. Don't show. Yeah. And by the way, this closure is not from my collection. This is like a $10 closure that I got from a hair store. I always wear that. I'm not a fan of lace closures, but this is my 14, 16, 18, 20 Brazilian straight. I had it in for about, I don't know, but this is some curls from yesterday. They don't fail, so it just look real frizzy and full, but it still look voluptuous. But okay, so anyway, back to the video. So out of all the topics that I've got, I think the first video that I want to do is my hair versus my college degree. Well, my cosmetology license versus my college degree. And then I'm gonna be like super blunt. Like, you already know me as a person, I'm very blunt. I don't really care about what other people say. So, yeah. So yeah, let's get into the video. Oh, well, let me not say that because everybody gonna start comparing me to DK4L. But anyway, yeah, let's talk. Hopefully nobody don't say that. They're on YouTube. But anyway, okay, so a cosmetology license versus my college degree. Let's start the video off by saying they both are, good accomplishments. They are. I went to college honestly chasing after a boy, so I didn't really have a passion for going to school anyway. Like, my parents didn't really care because I was already doing hair and making money. But upon high school, I was all in a relationship or whatever, and I was like, oh, I want to go to college because he's going to college, this, that, and the other. And yeah, that's how I ended up at college. But me, I'm that type of person. When I do something and I set my mind to it, I finish it. So even though I wasn't really passionate about college, I started it, so I'm gonna finish it. This is just the type of person I am. So fast forward through life, we break up, obviously, and I am very active on campus doing hair. It had got to the point that I had a whole salon chair in my room. So like when we would get room checks and stuff, they'll be all in my room like, okay, the room but so big, but she got this little hair chair in here, like what's going on? So I didn't think nothing of it, but I forgot around what time it was, but we had room checks and I had got like a big fine because I had my salon chair in there, and I got a fine for like soliciting, and I'm thinking to myself like, girl, all these girls from college that do hair, like why am I getting caught? Like why? So they legit told me that I can't do hair on campus, without the license. And I'm thinking like, bro, no, y'all just know I'm making bank. That's why. Y'all just know I'm making bank. That's why y'all want me to do hair on campus. So that same semester I was taking, I don't know if y'all ever took Miss Bradford. Oh my gosh. And I go to Savannah State. So Miss Bradford, she's a business teacher, this, that, and the other. So mind you, I'm mass comm, I'm real chill, laid back. So all that uptight stuff, oh my gosh. But I was taking Miss Bradford, and she was horrible. Her class was so hard. So I ended up getting like a D in her class, and that was like my first D ever in college. Like, mind you, this is my junior year. This is my first D ever, and I'm just crying. I'm just like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? Like, they trying to keep me out because I'm doing hair. I don't feel this class. So anyway, I just decided to take a year off and just go to hair school in the spring. Now, if you don't know, the cosmetology program is a year long. So it was December, I don't feel like thinking. It was around the fall time. You know, school was about to let out, and I had already enrolled in Empire Beauty School in Savannah. So I took a year off in Savannah. No, I took a year off from Savannah State in 2015, yes. And I went and got my cosmetology license. I started in January, and I finished in November. So I hated cosmetology school, by the way. So for any of you guys wanting to go to cosmetology school, make sure first and foremost, so you won't waste your money, make sure you actually have a passion for doing hair instead of just going there. Empire Beauty School in particular is 80% hair. So if you're wanting to be a makeup artist, if you're wanting to be an esthetician, do not go to Empire Beauty School, because it's going to be 80% hair and you're going to waste your time. But and that's just being honest, because I have a lot of friends that wanted to do makeup and went and stayed that whole year and got their license and everything, but they're just doing makeup, not necessarily hair. So yeah, so I went to Empire the year 2015. I got my license, and then I came back to Savannah State in January. And after me finishing Empire, I was just like, I don't want to go back to school. Even though I only have a year left, like, I was like, I don't want to go back to school. I'm making all this bank doing hair. Like, why would I want to go back and struggle in college? And especially, I feel like things are 10 times harder when you don't have a passion for it. So I was in school, but I wasn't really passionate about it. So I was just spending all this time in school and not really wanting to be there. You know, it would be times I was in class and I was thinking about hair appointments, or people was texting me and I'm like, dang, I got class at 2 o'clock. And it would be times I would skip class to do hair. Like, that's how serious it was. Like, bruh, a nigga got bills. But, so I ended up making my mind to go back to Savannah State. I was like, look, I got one more year. Well, I actually had like a year and a half. But I was like, look, I'm going to start in January and I'm going to finish in December. So, Lord, my determined behind took 23 hours. So, mind you, I was in school 2014 at Savannah State. I went to Empire Beauty School in January, graduated in November. And then I went back to Savannah State January 2016, and yeah, I went back to Savannah State January 2016. So even though I took off, even though my last semester at Savannah State was January 2014, I didn't really take off for a year. I was in Empire Beauty School for a year. And if you're a cosmetology student, when you enroll in these beauty schools, you're basically in school from 9 to freaking 3 o'clock. That's job hours. So me, I was still doing hair while at Empire Beauty School. And if you attend any beauty school, you can't take, money for your services. You can only take tips. So here I am, already knowing how to do hair. I'm in hair school from 9 to 3 o'clock doing hair for free, when I do the same stuff outside of school and I'm charging, $70, $80 for it. So hair school was just the most horrible time of my life. Like, I thank God that I'm licensed, but it was just so horrible because I was doing all this hair for free and I can only accept tips. And like, the prices in there are already cheap, but people would still leave like $2-3 tips. So I'm just like, oh my gosh. Like, and by the time I got home to my paying clients, I was tired because I was doing hair all day. And I don't want to go into the specs of hair school, but if you guys want me to make a separate video about like what to expect from a hair school or Empire Beauty School in particular, and how the whole curriculum and coursework goes, just leave a comment in the section below and I'll just make a video about that. But that's a whole nother topic. But yeah, so I went back to Savannah State January 2016. I took 23 hours, 8 classes. I was on it. And then in the midst of the 8 classes, I still had bills and stuff to pay because I stayed off campus. So I was taking those 8 classes and then doing hair like in between. Like, I don't know how I did it, but I did it. When I want to finish something, I will. So, after that semester was over, I was tired and I was like, oh my gosh, one more semester. So it worked out because my last semester I only had 2 classes to take to graduate. So it worked out in my favor. But fast forward to now. Right now, I am licensed. I am a master cosmetologist, meaning I'm licensed in hair, skin, and nails. But as you can see, I do majority hair. And I am degreed. I have a communications degree from Savannah State. So I can honestly say, because that was my whole background. I done gave you a whole background. But I can honestly say, with my life as of right now, I value my cosmetology license way more than I value my degree. And in no way, shape, or form am I like discrediting my degree or anything. Am I discrediting my degree or anything? It's just I'm going to only speak from my experience. I feel like my experience at Savannah State, and this is me being blunt honest, my experience at Savannah State, it was not what I expected. Because I already went into college knowing what I wanted to do after college. So I just feel like they didn't really prepare me for that. Like, when you go to schools, they don't prepare you to open your own business. Like, I even feel like even the little business classes that I took there, they showed you how to work with somebody or how to create a resume. Why are you showing me how to create a resume? You need to be showing me how to open my own business so I won't have to create no resume to show nobody. Like, that's how I was feeling. So I feel like they prep you to work with somebody, how to sell yourself to somebody. Like, no, teach me how to own and operate my own business. And I feel like that was what was lacked at Savannah State on my end. Probably I missed some seminars or whatever because I didn't stay on campus, but that's what I felt was lacked on my end. Like, I just felt like Savannah State taught you how to work for somebody else, and I just had really high expectations because it was a HBCU, and I'm just sitting in classes like, okay, yeah, I know I just do hair, but I do have a business side of me too. Why are we always talking about how can I better myself for working for somebody else? Why aren't you teaching me how to work for myself? So it was just really, it wasn't as valuable to me as my cosmetology license, because at least when I was in cosmetology school, they showed me how this is how you sell your services to a certain type of clientele. You're a black stylist, but this is how you sell yourself to get white clientele. They went over stuff like that. At the end of the day, again, this is me just being blunt honest. I feel like I would prefer if you guys go to a school for a trade. I remember I used to not like just going to 2-year technical colleges. Like, I used to knock it all the time. Like, oh, I'm gonna go to a 4-year university, No, go get a trade, because at the end of the day, when you graduate, I thank God that I have a trade and I know how to do hair. Because I honestly would not know what I would be doing right now. Like, I've been out of college for about a month. I graduated December 10th. So I've been out of college for about, I don't know what today's date is. I don't feel like looking. But it's been about a month. So it's just like, I would not know what would I have been doing. And this job field is just so competitive. And you have people out here with experience and stuff already. And like, yeah, you do your multiple internships while you're at Savannah State. And that's another thing. If you're at Savannah State, I would suggest getting more involved in internships if you're very passionate about your field. So that way you can have your foot kind of put in the door. I feel like it was kind of my downfall too. I'm not going to in whole, blame Savannah State, but I do feel like I could have been involved more as far as internships go. But I don't know. I just still feel like even with that, Savannah State still did not prepare me to work for myself. So I definitely value my cosmetology license more because I'm able to, work for myself, be my own entrepreneur. I did have professors and teachers there that taught me how to work for myself and how to make money and how to sell myself to make money for myself, not make money for anybody else. But I mean, if I had to leave y'all with one thing, it would definitely be find that trade that you can make money off of, because at the end of the day, when you graduate and you go to a job interview, a degree, a paper looks nice, but they're looking for experience. They're looking for the knowledge you have in this field. They're looking for what you can do. Like, people out here, when you come out here, they're not going to want to teach somebody, steps 1 through 10 all over again. They're expecting you to know this stuff already. And I feel like being that I attended a HBCU or Savannah State in particular, and like I said, this is just being honest. Savannah State in particular, I feel like they handicap a lot of students. Like I don't see how people cannot graduate from Savannah State. Savannah State is they teach you it's so basic. It's so basic, and like I said, this is just what I feel. Like, I just feel like Savannah State is just so basic. How can you not graduate from Savannah State? And I just feel like when you're in school, why are you not furthering your knowledge outside of the classroom? So when you do graduate, you're not just remembering what was taught out of a book. So I feel like it's very vital. That's why I would just always in me to make sure I have this side hustle locked. Like, make sure I'm making money off this side hustle, because if I was just dependent on my degree, like, I would still be not working. Like, so if you're attending Savannah State, if you're a freshman at Savannah State, sophomore, junior, senior, make sure you find that one little niche on the side that you know you can make money off of. I'm not talking about your little food line job or your little Kroger job or your little fast food or clothing job. I'm talking about something that you personally are good at and know how to make money from. And then it's all about, implementing those skills and stuff and making money off of it. Like in no way, shape, or form am I knocking a college degree. Like I said, this is my experience and this is how I personally feel. So don't be trying to come for me in my comments, but this is just how I feel. I feel like my cosmetology license is way more valuable than my degree, because it gives me the opportunity to work for myself. This degree, I have to show somebody. Like, I feel like it's just, here, this is why I'm eligible to work for you. Like, no, nigga, no. We get our own money out here. So hopefully I answered you guys' questions. Sorry, I kind of got in my feelings because, I'm just very passionate about my stuff. But, yeah, hopefully I answered you guys' questions. So to make it one blunt thing, yes, my cosmetology degree, I keep saying degree, god dang. Yes, my master cosmetology license is way more valuable than my college degree. So, like I said, hopefully I answered you guys' questions. If you have any questions about what I talked about in this video, or any comments or concerns, or any suggestions or whatever about what was talked about in this video, let me know. And if you guys are interested in anything that I talked about in particular, like pinpointed, and you wanted me to make just a separate video about that, definitely just leave in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you comment, subscribe, all that YouTuber stuff. But yeah, I'll see you guys soon.